Maya Tamashoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Avir Avir Mayedi Rudra Yate Dakshinam Karam Te Namam Pari Nityam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to the light. Lead us from death to immortality. And evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Peace, peace, peace be unto us. So today we are on the Nectar of Supreme Knowledge, chapter 8, and we'll read verse number 8. We have finished last time up to verse 7. So we are reading that when a person, this chapter of adoration of the self, that means when one identifies that I am the self, then what happens? What he feels? So he feels that he is not separate from Brahman, he is not separate from Atman, he is not separate from the all-pervaded principle of Satchidananda. So as a result, he thinks that whatever is visible, whatever is invisible, everything. I am there in everything. Narayana. So, last verse we read, in verse number 7, which said that Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Indra, and the host of all other gods, whatever actions they perform, like creation, protection, destruction, and so forth, it is I, the embodied consciousness alone. That means it is understanding that it is only I, that not this little I, that the infinite I. That is the adoration of the self. That's why I adore that. I adore that self. Actually, we adore all through Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. We adore all the gods and goddesses only because that is only the real me. I am worshipping myself. I, this little tiny puny I am thinking I am dead, I am suffering, I am in pain, I am in agonies, I am in fear. What will happen in Corona? And if I die, where shall I go? All these anxieties are there in the little I. That's why I am praying to God. We say, oh Lord. But Vedanta will say, who is the God? Who is God? It is your divine self, that be real I. This is the petty I. Unripe ego, I. And that is the ripened ego. And that ripened ego is all pervaded Satchidananda. That is Brahman, that is Atman. And therefore, when I worship Lord, creation, of God of creation, Brahma, I am adoring myself. I am offering to my real nature. There is a song about Ramakrishna, written by Swami Premeshananda. He said there, Aponi korile aponar puja, aponar stutigan, bhavotarinir pujari ঠাকুর তুমি হে আমার প্রাণ সক আপনি করিলে আপনার puja. He said that. Swami Premeshananda says, O Ramakrishna, you worship Mother Kali. Who is Mother Kali? It is you. You worshipped yourself. Though there is a deeper meaning because the same divine has incarnated as Ramakrishna. So naturally, whatever he is offering his pranam or worship or crying and weeping, to whom? To himself. Embodied person is praying to that which is real self. So it is a beautiful idea that Ramakrishna is no other than Mother Kali herself, and being that took embodied personality by Maya and worshipping him or herself as it were. So here is the same spiritual feeling that when a person understands I am the Atman, so what happens? Then this little I goes away, dissolves. And then what happens? That big I remains. So all our adoration as a Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, other host of all other gods, and whatever these gods perform, their creation, someone is in charge of creation, protection, destruction, giving money, giving wealth, giving education, all these different gods and goddesses, what they do, it is only they perform like this, all this, it is I, when embodied consciousness alone. That means it is that I, the real consciousness, that real Satchidananda self, I am everything, who perform them, contemplate on them. You think this is I am doing everything through all these gods, host of gods and goddesses. Anything in this whole universe going on, it is my real conscious entity supporting all actions. The electricity is here, that's why electricity is supporting all the functions. Your recording is going on because of that, the light we see, that is because of that, the heat we find because of that, the cooler is functioning because of electricity. So that is the supporting principle, and we worship that supporting principle, which is nothing but me in my real, divine, pure self. Not this, don't make a mistake, not this. Always people fight, dualists or anyone who are not very capable of holding the idea of Vedanta. They think it is a blasphemous thought that I am everything, I do everything, I am God. Oh, who are you? No, not with this identity. Forget about that. Then what remains, that is that. And that is one. And there is no two there. Uninterrupted consciousness. So the all pervaded blissfulness, all pervaded consciousness is the only thing. What is it? Okay. So now we'll read today. Yesterday it was there. He quoted that another verse from Viveka Chudamani, that Shankara also is saying the same thing. That what? I am verily Lord Narayana. I am verily the destroyer of demon Naraka. I who have killed the demon Tripura. I alone am the Supreme Self, the Supreme Ishvara, the Creator God. I am of the essential nature of undivided knowledge, the witness of everything. That is on page 258. Just I am touching what we have read the other day. So, I am independent and free from ideas of I and mine. This I and this mine, free from that. And that is my real I am that. So, bhavaya, you think day and night. As a student of Vedanta, day and night think, I am not this, I am that eternal consciousness, which gives the support to all these activities in the whole world. The sun, moon, stars, galaxies, all are born or dying and decaying and collapsing, colliding, going to black hole. It is all on the play, on the all infinite consciousness, which is me. Not me this, but that me. So, this is always hitting and it's just pointing out. Vedanta is called a strong dose medicine. It boosts you immediately to the boom. Very difficult, that's why, to follow Vedanta. Because most of the people, whenever I say, I am that, till my mind says, hey, I am this one. No. This human personality, with 5 feet, 5 inches, 4 inches height, or this body weight, 150 pounds, this, that. And it's not this one. This is a bundle of flesh and bone. That's not the infinite. Forget that. The consciousness which is allowing this body, this pound of flesh and bone, to move and talk and work everywhere, and with the absence of what, this becomes a just dumping item. So soiled item, it becomes smell, bad smell. They need embalming, no? After death, they do that in the cremation, crematorium before they do, so that it smells bad. So, not that, but in my divine level, the divine consciousness, in that consciousness, everything is dancing there, its existence. So, now the verse number 8, we start today on page 259. It says that the omnipresent nature of the self is now described. The self, we are talking about that self, that I, which is omnipresent, everywhere. There is no space where the Atman is not there. There is no space where the Atman. So, that what it says, Aham sarvamidam vishwam, aham sarvam idam vishwam. Say together, aham sarvam idam vishwam paramatma aham abhaya paramatma aham abhaya na bhutang nasti no bhavi na bhutam nasti no bhavi matto anyad iti bhavaya matto anyad iti bhavaya. So aham sarvamidam vishwam. Think that idam vishwam, this universe, is me only. All consciousness in name and form. Just you can every day think little bit of that. That is called Vedanta. Every day think. This whole Vishwa, this whole universe, how far you can think of it. It is only what? Na is my appearance, idam Vishwam aham. I am that as consciousness. And that I is not this little I, Paramatma. The supreme Atman, not this petty Atman. This is Jiva Atman. That is Paramatman. And it's Abhaya. Abhaya means there is no, it does not perish, imperishable. Everything decays, no? Undecaying. Abhayam. No bhutam nasti. There is no thing other than me which is originated. Bhutam is created. There is nothing in the universe of creation without me. That me is the consciousness only. Ocean of consciousness, ocean of bliss. Nor presently is there, nor will be in the future. Go on meditating, keep on reflecting on this. That's why we say, every day think of the infinite ocean of light and consciousness. And what is the symbol of it? Om is the symbol of that. That's why when Vedantic meditation, many times we see the guided meditation, some of our sadhus give us the idea to think Om, no? That Om is thinking that infinite consciousness, all pervaded consciousness, nothing but, think of Pacific Ocean, but it is not water, it is made of consciousness, made of bliss. You cannot imagine what is bliss, what is consciousness, but think of light. So that is the idea is given, meditate. Iti bhavaya. You, a student of Vedanta, day and night think that I am that consciousness, out of which everything, whatever is created in this, it is out of that only. As this body has come out, so many things has come out from that, my bigger self, Paramatma, supreme self. So, this entire universe is verily my appearance. See, my aim is capital. Not this petty mind. Normal English we write, my appearance, my small m. but it is writing capital M. Not this little, that vast, always big, something big. My appearance alone. I am also the imperishable supreme self. That my, that capital M, that big I is the supreme self, not this self. Normally we say self, S cap small, small letter. But here you see, it will be S capital. Look at that again. That's why reading this book, you have to be careful where is small and capital letter, small letter. Capital letter means it is, if you mistakenly write small, then you don't understand what the scripture is telling. If you write my, small m, then you are gone. That's why many people, when they go through these books, they say, oh, it is, why are you writing M capital? Why are you writing S capital? It is not a story book. It is not a novel book. It is a very big philosophical book. So every word, every letter, bold, small, have deep meaning inside. So it is said, think. And last word is mattannaditi bhavaya. You a student, think on this. Think means Sravana, Manana, Nididhasana. Just this what we are doing, it is called Sravana. We are listening. Don't finish it here. As soon as you cover the book, our reading is done, we go for something. No. Go on reflecting on that. Really, really, I see this tree. I see this building. Oh, I see that house, that tree, and the sun, the moon, the star. Hey, is it me? How can it be me? Now, go on, probe, probe, probe. Not me. I am finished here. I am sitting here, I am not there. But how can it be all? So you have to get out of these small, petty things and think you have a deeper, bigger identity. That is the divine. So think of that. Bhavaya, bhavaya. Reflect. And then you get so absorbed into it. Sit down and just dive deep and feel that anything and everything it is my divine self. I, the pure I. That should be the study of a Vedanta student. When Vedanta declares everything is verily Brahman, all appearance are myself alone. It is to be understood thus. In reality, as soon as the names and forms are dissolved due to the knowledge of the substratum Brahman, the entire universe, which is like magic show, is experienced as non-different from Brahman. When a person is mistaken for a pillar, the idea of the pillar becomes obscured or seized by the knowledge that is the person. It is like that. That is called sublative identity. It is a technical term. Badha, Samana, Adhikarana, that is in the Vedantic philosophy. Anyhow, we need not have to go to the technical term. Those who have the interest, they can read it, understand it. That our one knowledge is obscured. I look at you as a human being. This has obscured my vision of Brahman. But when you day and night think, I am Brahman, I am infinite, I am limitless, then that knowledge will be so dominant, this will be obscured. That means it will be blocked from your vision. You will see, how will you see? It is like a magic show, it is like a shadow, it is like a dream. It is there, but it is no reality. That happens through continuous practice of this idea, again and again and again and again. Got the point? Yeah, this is the idea that you go on repeating and meditating and reflecting on this idea that you are not this limited I, but you are that aham sarvamidam vishwam. When you walk, when you look at the thing, think in a new way. When you walk, what do you think? When you see something, what do you think? All mundane talks, mundane thoughts. Think that it is the same consciousness, is my divine consciousness is appearing in this. Like the same ocean water is different waves and ripples and forms. Think about that. This is me. And I am so big, I didn't know I am entangled into this petty, limited body and mind. And how we are crying every day, fighting with our existence, how to retain our existence, oh, this is good, that is bad. What? So it gives a boosting. No, we cannot understand this spirituality though. In this crisis period of now, Corona, we are always depressed, depressed, depressed. For a moment, if we can think, yes, that is true with the limited body mind. But I have a deeper identity. And in that identity, the whole cosmos manifested in this way. And why? Why am I not thinking of that? Think for a moment, you see where you go. Just a boosting into another planet. No? All these rocket boosters, they boost and boom, it goes up. It may not stay and come back again. Our mind is so feeble that once you give a boosting, but it has its own weight, it comes down again. There is Ramakrishna's story. Our Maya, our ignorance is there. That's why it said that what is that called there was an animal who was living in the hole. And it's tied with a stone or piece of stone in his tail. And that poor guy trying to come out of the hole to the open space, as soon as he comes back, and that pulls down, and he falls down again. So we are like that. This Vedanta is giving a boosting, but as soon as it goes, you go settle, and then you come back. I am this, he did for that me, he's good guy, he's bad guy. This is not nonsense, this is, again you come back. The stone pulls you down. So this is the point. But it is good, occasionally to boost, to see truth in a different perspective. So this is the verse number 8. And it continues, verse number 9. Ekang Brahma Chidakaram, Ekang Brahma Chidakaram, Sarvat Makam Akhanditam, Sarvat Makam Akhanditam, Nishkampa Bhuriva Shesham, Nishkampyang Bhuriva Shesham, Iti Bhavaya Jatnataha, Iti Bhavaya Jatnataha. So again, Vasishtha, the teacher, is instructing, Ekang Brahma. Brahman is one. And what is Brahman? Chit Akaram. Its form is Chit, consciousness. Consciousness is its form. Ghanaka is compact, but all this Akara, it is nothing but Chit. It is, when you say Ghanakai, that is, say we call Ramakrishna Chit Ghanakai. The ocean of consciousness, compact, and as in a duality I can perceive him. But here it is expanding. Chit Akaram. It is all the forms are Chit, consciousness. Sarvatmakam. It has entered into every object. Sarva Atmakam. Atman of everything. At the table, its Atman is that consciousness. This microphone, its essence is consciousness. Now, science has come, all these things they are talking about. No, there is nothing solid. It is all energy. And go to deeper and deeper, and as much as you go down and break it to a molecule, to what you call electron, proton, and then you go neutron, positron, etc., go down, it quarks, and then go down to Higgs boson particle. So there you go, and it's all energy. So ekam, we are seeing it is solid, it is liquid, it is this, but it is you go to the deeper depth, it is all one. So similarly, Vedanta goes one step beyond. It's not the energy. The energy, source of energy is that eternal consciousness. That's why I say, Sarvo Atmakam Akhanditam. Akhanda means where there is no break. Uninterrupted presence. It is here, it is in between the space, it is me and you, it is me and the sky, and in the sky, and in the star, in and out of the star, or anything in visible universe, it is that is Ekang Brahma. And that Brahman is Chit Akaram. This is of the Akara form, its form is Chit, consciousness. Consciousness is its only form. Sarvatmakam, and it has penetrated in everything, it is the Atman of everything. A cat, rat, a dinosaur, or a god, demon, virus, corona, or and wherever any particle, it is penetrated inside and outside, everything. There is nothing but that. Like space has taken it. Niskampyang bhurivasesham. It is niskampya. Niskampya means it does not vibrate. It is vibrate and at the same time not vibrate. Vibrate means there is action. That Paramatman, if you take as a whole, it does not vibrate. It is the only reality. Vibration will be possible when? When there is two. There is one, this is the surface of the ocean, and there is space, vibration. Space is one thing, water is another thing. The ocean vibrates, ocean water. But it is nothing. Suppose this whole room is full of water, where it will vibrate. Suppose top to bottom, nothing but water. There is no question of vibration because it is full with consciousness, full with water. Similarly, it is nishkampam puri ba ashesham iti bhavaya jatnata. It is ashesha, it is endless.
But here we are, there, everywhere is the air, right? Instead of water, right now we are in the ocean of air. But it is a vibration.
But air is where? In the space. There is another item, space, that's why air is moving. If there is no space, where the air will move? If it is all air, there is no question of movement. Duality must be there for movement. But Atman does not move. The space, the sun is moving. No, for me sun is static. But sun is moving in comparison to the other planets, other planets are moving. So all his movement is in space only. So it should have to be, I am the unending Brahman. This is called meditation, Vedantic meditation. I, my big I, not this petty I. How can he be here? How can he be there? This body so limited. It cannot be here. At the same time, it cannot be in India. If it is here, it is not in Washington, D.C., but in my real self, I am here, I am in India, I am in Washington DC, and wherever. So, I am the unending Sarvatmakam. I, Ekang Brahmachidakaram, Sarva Atmakam. I am unending Brahman residing in all appearances. Whatever you see any appearance, I am there only. And I am of the nature of consciousness, which is one without a second. I am essentially of the nature of everything imperishable, free from vibrations or movement. If there is only one, cannot be movement. If there is a two, yatra itara itarang pashyati, itara itarang sinoti, itara itarang jigrati, tad dvaitam, tad alpam, tad martam. Chandogya Upanishad says, wherever there is Dvaita, duality, then one can see another. I see you because you are in duality. But if there is only one, who will see whom? Yatra itara itaram pashyati. So long you see, jigrati, srinoti, we hear and we touch, taste, all these five senses. It is Dvaita because there is something else, I am something. But if there is only one, who will touch whom? So that is the Vedantic idea, free from vibrations or movements. With utmost care, therefore, you contemplate upon this Brahman. Think that you are not a human personality, with failures and frustrations? Yes. Fear, I will die. Who will die? In that infinite, there is no death. If there is one infinite, infinite cannot die. Death means he is finite. He was alive, he is dead. But if there is only one, there is no question of death, there is no question of birth. But why are you talking about birth? You are saying that I am in everything. Hey, I am seeing this duality. Now this scripture is helping us. Hey, don't see the way you are seeing. You are habituated from your childhood to see. Think that you are pulsating with the consciousness, and that consciousness is everywhere. You are the heart and soul of everything as consciousness. And feel that you are that infinite divine consciousness and nothing. And you penetrate everywhere, you are everywhere. So there comes Vedanta. There comes that you cannot help anyone because you are helping yourself. You do anything to your own body or you eat something, you don't thank yourself. Oh, hand, I thank you because you have given me the food. It is me, my hand is me, and my mouth is me, and my digestive, whatever putting, it is in me. So it is whole me. I don't thank myself, but I thank if someone gives me something because he is separate from me. And if this oneness goes everywhere, who will thank whom? Who will hate whom? Who will kill whom? There comes the Gita's second chapter. Nahannate hannamane sharire. Even the body is killed. Atman is never killed. Who will kill whom? Because there is only one. Sthita Pragya sees that knower of truth. They see this way. They don't see as limited body-mind, but they see as cosmic consciousness, no? Everywhere. And therefore, no one can kill them. There is no virus other than Brahman. There is no good HDL, no other than Brahman. There is no LLDL other than Brahman. That's why there comes the philosophy that it is good and bad, it is in our view. But ultimately, in the absolute view, there is nothing duality. It is all appearing because we live in this duality. This duality is blocking our vision of that unity. That is the we read just now. Before just the last paragraph, Badha Samannaya, there we read that one is blocking the other view. So we are all consciousness. That consciousness is blocked. And this body-mind has come in the front. And I am that. But for a Brahmajnani, the knowledge becomes in the forefront. And the body gets blocked. Because blocked, because he sees, he comes little down to the duality, appears. They don't see the body as I see you. They will see just like a dream body or a projection in the screen. You know, they are appearing, but they are not true. In the movie hall you go, there are so many projections coming, but they are not real. So that sense will come, but they will feel that they are consciousness. 10th verse on page 261. 10th verse, we go to the next one. Nahang chanyad bausti iti, nahang nachanyad basti iti, brahmai basti nirantaram, brahmai basti nirantaram, anandapurnang sarvatra iti, anandapurnam sarvatre iti, anudvegat upasyatam, anudvegat upasyatam. So, beautiful verse. No aham, I am not there. Cha no annad, there is neither me, neither anything. Annadasti. No asti. Ba. So what is there then? Sarvatra. Neither I am there, neither you are there, neither anyone is there. What is there? Sarvatra means everywhere. Anandapurnam. Hmm? There is only a Brahma, there is Brahman. What is Brahman? Ananda Purnam. Ananda means bliss. It is all filled with bliss. See the man of wisdom, what he sees, no? Man of wisdom sees differently. This whole world is saturated with Ananda, bliss. For us, see how we are every day tensed because of the present condition. We are so much frightened and tensed, no? Every day is thought, what is going to happen, what will happen. If I get attacked, so I may die, and there is no cure. That's true. This is the part in which we are living. But there is another part of our existence. The Mahapurush, the great souls, they identify in that another eye level. Therefore, what happens to the body is no big issue for them. So, no aham, no, anyat ba na chaosti. In reality, there is neither me nor ego, neither is there any other object at all. I am not there, nothing is there. So what is there? It is sarvatra ananda purnang nirantarang brahma eva. Only Brahman is there. What is the quality of the Brahman? Nirantar. There is all continuous only. As we are talking, other verse we are talking about consciousness. Now they have switched it to the word Ananda, bliss. Ocean of bliss. Continued presence of the Ananda, Ananda Purnam, Nirantaram. Antaram is no segment, no gap. There is a gap. I am here, this is a gap, space. But Ananda, this whole world is filled with Ananda. There is no gap even in one. There is no space, nothing to separate. It is a continuous, like ocean. If you go to the ocean and water is continuous, is it not? Is there any gap in the ocean water? It is continuous. Wave, there is separation. When it is bubble, there is separation. But think of there is no wave, nothing. Is there any separation? It's all continuous. Water, 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 water. Everywhere, bottom, up, below, side, right, left, everything is only, that's called the continuous. Nirantaram. No antara. Antara means gap. Nirantaram. Ananda Purnam, which is full of Ananda. Brahma, that is the Brahma. Evasti, only that is there. Iti anudbegat, being not at all tensed or being fearless. Being free from anxieties. See how many medicines we are trying. If we get a good medicine for corona, we'll be all happy, no? Our anxieties will go. But they are giving a medicine for anxiety loss, how to conquer anxiety. This verse you can say, if we can apply that, it is talking about how to get out of your anxiety.
Yeah, but this is hard to swallow.
Hard to swallow. But it is to be swallowed in the mind. It is really true. This is very difficult to swallow this strong medicine. But these anxieties, worldly thoughts and anxieties, be free from that. Why? Because there is no two. It is all Ananda. That's why it is called in the Chandi, when you chant every morning the Chandi, there will find Mother as the protective force. Mother herself is the destructive force. So in one way, Mother is only one. But when it manifests in duality comes, naturally opposite should have to come. The light, naturally darkness have to come. Life, death has to come. The movement, static thing is to be there, otherwise movement will not happen. Duality. In duality all this is happening. But this duality is not two, as like other idea, Vedanta idea said it is only one manifesting as two. In other thing, in Christianity and in other ideas, there is the idea God is all good. God is love, God is compassion, God is protection. Eh? Why God is doing this? There is very difficult to say. We will have to put some demon is there who is equally powerful like God. That's why he always is after God, no? God's creation to destroy, create the people who love God, go after them and make a hell of their life. No? That is the function of demon. But Vedanta takes a different stance. Or Tantra takes a different stand. They say it is all Divine Mother. Divine Mother, suppose a baby. Mother loves the baby, takes care of the baby, so loving, affectionate aspect. Sometimes, if the child is doing something wrong, mom comes, hey, you did it, with a frowning face and anger. No? Same mother. Appearance is different, but mother is mother. So they say, Tantra will say it is only mother. It is for the good of the child. Mother behaves this way, mother behaves that way. So similarly, in this world of duality, all the fear, anxiety is coming. We don't want to see the frowning face of mother. We always want to see the loving face of mother. No? That's why Swami Vivekananda has a poem. Oh, mother, please take away your frowning face. No? I am paraphrasing. I can bear with your this fearful face. Appear with your benign face. No? So this is the thought.
Arjuna also said to Krishna.
And that was because of the cosmic view. But Swamiji is saying that when it is calamity, natural disaster, when it comes, it is the mother dancing, destruction dance. Mother Kali, I have no book here. I could have read that beautiful verse, what Swamiji has composed. It is mother, the same mother, with loving face, with a frowning face. No? Both for the child, for the good of the child. But as a child, we don't understand. Why mother is so frowning and frightening and sometimes scolds us. Why? Why? It is also for my spiritual growth. No? But it is not for us. It's for a higher level of people who understand this philosophy. That's why the Pawari Baba story I every time refer. No? Pawari Baba is in a yogi. He has attained the oneness. So when the snake is coming to bite, what will you do? If a snake comes, you see a snake there and it comes towards you. What will you do? You will say, ha ha ha, oh snake, please calm. You are God's messenger, come and bite me. Will you do that? But he said, God has sent his messenger. My God, see? Because this body will go. How it will go? For some way, some mother has to send some messenger to take me home. Ajay, you got it? Kali the mother. Swami Vivekananda's beautiful composition, Kali the mother. The stars are blotted out. The clouds are covering clouds. It is darkness, vibrant, sonant. In the roaring, whirling wind are the souls of a million lunatics, just loose from the prison house, wrenching trees by their roots, sweeping all from the what? All from the... Anyhow, the sea has joined the fray, and the swirls up mountains' waves to reach the peachy sky. The flash of lurid light reveals on every side. Anyhow, so it is creating a very frightening view of Mother Kali, no? But she is the mother. But she is mother as now destruction dance. She's wrenching the trees and uprooting and throwing this into the space like that. Frightening picture. But it is mother, mother, mother. The same mother. Destruction, creation, and sustenance. So, if one knows that, then there is only one reality, and that is my divine nature. When plays in duality, then it works, and when you go to oneness, then it stops. So here it says, this dancing mad with joy, come, O mother, come. Yes, here is the call. Here is the call. He's calling this mother who is dancing destruction dance. He says, dancing mad with joy, come, mother, come, for terror is thy name. Death is thy breath, and every shaking step destroys the world forever. Thou, time, the all destroyer, come, O mother, come. Time destroys everything, no? Click, 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 click. People die. Oh, he is an old man, he died of heart attack. Oh, he died of kidney failure. No? You, mother, your name is time. As a destroyer. Who dares misery love? Who dares love misery? No? Do we have the capacity to love misery? Oh, misery, come to me. Can you say that? This is Vivekananda. Oh, who dares misery love and hug the form of death? Dance in destruction's dance. To him, mother comes. So it is a boldness to say, mother, come, come, you as a form of destruction, come to me. I am ready for you. So their fear goes, anxiety goes, because you know that mother is taking back in her lap. So these are very powerful statements, but we have to play according to our own capability. We need not have to think so strong, but we can think. In a positive way we can think about virus. I was thinking, we can think that mother in is us, the Shakti, that Brahman, power of Brahman, that consciousness, that bliss. And she is fighting in us all the opposite forces inside the body and outside the body. So mother is the protecting force. And that in another words, we are talking one consciousness pervaded everywhere, and that is the only reality. And I am essentially that. And that is the Ananda Purnam, that is filled with joy. Death is also joy for them. See, Swamiji is saying, mother, come, as a destruction. You are dancing destruction dance. Come, mother, I welcome you. Again, see, who dares misery, love misery, and hug the form of death? To him the mother comes, dance in destruction's dance. So that is the mother's another form. So this is the anxiety dose medicine. Strong dose medicine. Those who can swallow, they can take it. Then according to the capacity, think that it is all, actually there is ultimate reality one. Because of our ignorance, we see our mind is there, and all anxiety is where? Anxieties come where? Not in your eyes, not in your ear. No one feels anxiety here. Anxiety is in the mind. So that mind should be tuned to God consciousness. That mind is to be tuned to this idea that I am infinite Brahman. So, on Brahman alone, one Brahman alone of bliss, his nature is existence and is everywhere, and that he stays everywhere incessantly. Being free from the worldly thoughts, it will not come. You can keep the worldly thought and also be bold like that. That will not do. Worldly thought is all appears. But Brahman is the reality. Mother is the reality. So if you can do, then these worldly thoughts and anxieties, then you worship that Brahman, who you are. Okay, 10 minutes are there. Is there any questions? If you want to put any question, then we can, if you have any question, then we can respond to this question. now?
So
Nothing.
far there's
No, no, okay. No question is good that you have understood better. Okay, so we have some time, then I go for another verse then, 11th verse. He says, what the appropriate worship of Brahman or the real adoration and praise of the self is described in this concluding verse. This is the verse. Is it concluding verse? Yeah, this is the 11th verse that will conclude this chapter. So, what is the appropriate worship of Brahman? Then how can we worship our Brahman nature? Or of Brahman, or the real adoration? How can we adore my real divine nature? Or praise the self, what is my big S? On page 262, that is described in this concluding verse. Huh? So it is as if it is summary of the entire chapter of 11 verses, this chapter of adoration of the self. So it is 8th chapter, 11 verse. Grajya grahaka sambandhe, grajya grahaka sambandhe, samanne sarvadehinam, samanne sarvadehinam, yogina savadhanatvam, yoginaha savadhanatvam, jatyat archanamatmana, yattat atmana archanam. So all of these empirical behaviors with the understanding that they are real, that's all the real behavior. Every day, what are you doing? I am talking to you. You think that I am real, you are real. No. We are eating breakfast, that is real. I am just giving this class, it is real. So we live in this relative reality all the time. All this empirical behavior, this regular day-to-day behavior, is with the understanding that they are real. That's why we are so tensed. We fight, we cry, we weep, because it is real. No? Regarding the relationship of the perceiver and the perceived. I am the perceiver, I am perceiving this. You are the perceiver, you are perceiving this light. In this relationship, perceiver and perceived, grajya, grahaka. In every embodied being are the same. So the empirical behavior, suppose, the normal behavior, everyone does that. 7 billion people, they interact with each other with this type of thing. I am perceiver, I am perceiving this. Perceiver, perceived. The yogis or the seekers of truth, being withdrawn from that, carefully engages themselves in the thought of Brahman alone. We get very much joy to talk about all this mundane talk. How excited we become talking about, hey, he did that, she did that, he is bad, he is good, hey, this, this, day and night, talk. Very happy. But here he says, but not. These are all empirical. They are real though you think ignorantly, but this is the relative relation of perceiver and perceived, duality. Subject, object, seer, seen, triputi. These three lives over there. So in this, these are all, every fool in the world will be doing like that. But if you are a yogi, yogina savadhanattam. If you are a yogi, you want to be a yogi, or means you are wanting to unite with the divine. Because you are a yogi, so you are trying to think what? That yogi or the seeker of truth, as we are, all seekers of truth. They will have to do one thing. You cannot put your leg that side more and be a Vedanta. I am a Vedanta, but I criticize the whole world, day and night. Leg there, leg here, it will not do. Yogi, what is it? Yoginaha savadhanattam. They should be very sabdhan. Sabdhan means, sabdhan is a Sanskrit word. Sabadhan means careful. The seekers of truth, they should be very careful and withdraw the mind. Don't encourage those thoughts too much in your mind. In a passing, it happens. But don't indulge yourself day and night talking about this world and these nasty things day and night. Withdraw from that. And what will you do withdrawing? Where will you keep your mind? Engage carefully themselves in the thought of Brahman alone. Keep your mind thinking, it is, I am seeing this world, but it is the ocean of consciousness. Think, just a moment, you are walking, you are cooking. What has obstructed you to think like that? I am thinking it is pot and pan. I am thinking it is oven and this. But actually, it is ignorant I showing me, perceiver perceived. But it is actually one ocean of consciousness, one ocean of joy. Just withdraw the mind little bit and think. It is a thought process. If you don't start anywhere, where it will come? Only meditation time? And how much time we meditate? And meditate what we meditate? We meditate on what? There also we bring whole the marketplace in my mind. Whole marketplace comes over here. All the thoughts. Who has told what you forgot to argue with that person, you should have told like that, he is not right, he is right, I am right, this and right. That marketplace goes on inside. Where is Brahman? Where is Atman? Where is consciousness? Where is Ananda Purnam? So bring that idea, that is the advice of Vasishthadev. No? The whole world is looking at this perceiver and perceived duality. You try to withdraw your mind from that aspect to that Brahman, which is the uninterrupted ocean of joy, uninterrupted ocean of consciousness. It is just a word for us. It has no value. We are talking, reading this book. It is just a beautiful word to hear about that. Ocean of consciousness. It is a foolish talk. Where is ocean of consciousness? Where is ocean of joy? All suffering, suffering, suffering. Where is joy? Well, no. This suffering is in duality. You live in duality, you will see duality. Come out of that. How will you come out? Bring your mind up from that thought to the new thought. To the new thought that you are not this body, but you are that infinite consciousness permeating everything of this universe. Just think for a second. Who has stopped you thinking this way? Start thinking. That is the appeal. Therefore, carefully engage themselves in the thoughts of Brahman alone. This is in fact the proper worship of the self. This is real adoration of yourself. People are very proud. My prestige. I am treated like this. You are a worthless guy. You have no value. Only you think when you raise yourself in the divine, then you are somebody. Otherwise, what is it? There are billions of people. In 7 billion people, who are you, who am I? How big you are, who cares? So, but you think, I am divine. There you are separate. There you are going back to your home, eternal home. So that is the... So worship with flowers and like is not the highest type of worship. Worship is only worshipping flowers, that's one type of worship. But that is not the only type. Here it says 4 types of worship is there. What? Prathama Pratima Puja. He says the first of the initial type is the worship of the deity in the image or the icon, as we do. Symbolic worship we start. Mediocre type of worship is repetition of the mantra. You got the mantra, repeat the mantra, whether you like or dislike. Force yourself. Go on. That is japa. And recitation of the hymns and so forth. We chant in the morning, Chandi and others. These are second type of worship. First type of worship, what? External worship with flowers, fruits, mantra, etc. Second type of japa. You don't spend much time because it takes long time for them to pluck the flowers, to make the sandal paste. How much time they have to go to garden and clean, make the garland. All this takes physical time. But when you do japa, you're just thinking of japa and feeling his presence. So one step up, as it were. And there also you chant and this and that. Then higher than those, the third, is the mental worship. It's very quick. You think that the Lord is seated in your heart. Just you bring the best flower. You need not have to go to shopping place, neither you to go to garden, neither to pluck. You think mentally, whatever best flower, offer at his feet. Sandal paste, you are not to paste. Mentally think, I am putting sandal paste on his feet. No? So you feel that you want to give some fragrance, buy the best perfume, spray on the flower and give it to the Lord. No? Mentally, mental services, you give the best food. You have to prepare food, you take so much time to chop the vegetables, this, that. But the ready-made food, give it to God. Whatever you want to give, think of the best product of the food you are offering to Him. So this is called mental worship. Third, no? And the highest of high, what is that? Fourth, that is meaning the best is the contemplation. I am that. Understand? Pratima puja. First is the puja worship in the image or icon. Japa stotrani madhyama. Second stage is you reduce your time not in rituals mode, but internalizing your spirituality by doing japa, and replacing here, and then praising, oh Lord, make me pure, make me this, etc. Prayer and japa. This is second. More than that is the mental worship. Mentally you wash the feet, you put a garland in his neck, you give something to eat, feel his presence, touch his feet, you can massage him, you can think everything. So that is the third. Highest is that. So aham puja uttama. So aham, I am that, not this. And that, transcendental, Satchidananda. I am that. Or the worship in the form of contemplation on the Supreme Self and non-different from the Self. Another quotation similar is that it is said that Uttamo Brahma Sadbhavo Dhyana Bhavastu Madhyama. Another it is said that remain steady in Brahman is always the best of all. That is the highest. Contemplation on Brahman is the second best. Praise, chant, japa, they are like the lower than that. And the external worship is the next. So Brahman, same idea. Brahman idea, you are thinking, I am Brahman, I am Atman, I am the Satchidananda consciousness, ocean of joy, bliss. That is the highest. Next is your mental. Mentally you do the puja, worship, offer. Then third will be the dhyana vastu, bhavastu madhyama. Madhyama is contemplation of Brahman as the second. And then praise of the chant. As we do praising, chanting, japa, that is the third. And external worship is there. But external worship, if you know all this science, that external worship may be almost Brahman. If you know whom you are worshipping, you are offering flower, you know the inner significance, then it will be equal to Brahma Sadbhava. And another, Maitreya Upanishad also quotes the same idea. The best worship of reflection on the truth, scriptural reflection is the second best, reflection on mantra is the lowest, and traveling all around the pilgrimage is still worse. People sometimes go for pilgrimage. That's also one type of food. So these are the different ideas given, but highest is the Brahma Bhavana. You think that you are Brahman, you are Atman, you are pure. Okay? So here ends the chapter, here ends the 8th chapter named Adoration of the Self, Atma Archana Prakarana, in the text of the Yoga Vasishta Sara. So we will start next Tuesday this chapter number 9, which speaks on page 264, which talks about exposition of the meaning of the self. Again, because we may mistake self, capital self. What is that self? So we don't mistake That's why, again, Yoga Vasishtha will teach us to think about the self. Tomorrow is Wednesday, Gospel class. Tomorrow Gospel class, Swami Satyamayananda will be given here at 7:30 in the but it will be broadcasted like that. Okay, let us end it. Thank you all for being in the discussion.